Hey guys, and we've got another Blood Bowl 3 video. Looking forward to this one. Just going to go over, the game's been out for a while now. What are we now, the 7th of March, so I've played a few competitive multiplayer games. I have to say, I've enjoyed playing other players. It's the beauty of Blood Bowl. It's the multiplayer. Single player campaign was lackadaisical on the second, and it's not improved on the third. So we're not going to go over single player. It's terrible. You're just going to get trophies for that, and that's as far as it goes. And in order to play a multiplayer game, I've noticed the best way is through your home screen. So we've got the options at the top, and we'll go through them quickly. So you've got home screen, create a new team, create a competition, and then you've got your pre-season quick match, which is pretty much all you can do right now on your multiplayer. And that's on the console. I'm sure it's probably similar on the PC as well. Don't know if they've got leagues ongoing there, but at the moment there's not really much going for the game other than this pre-season matchup. We'll just go to play, and you've got options here at the bottom. You've got play, you've got campaign, which I've just gone over quickly. You've got your friendly match, which is your hot seat, your versus computer versus a friend. Not really worth any time or effort, unless you just want a friendly game. And I mean, this is play. This is your, it's poor. You've got these competitions. As you can see, people are set up. Now there's 243 pages of this. Do you think I'm going to scroll through 243 pages of people's leagues to try and find something worthwhile when you don't have any kind of information relating to these leagues, apart from when you click on them and it tells you a little bit of information. Created 7 rounds, register a team. So we go on to this. You can register a team, but you don't know. I mean, you can click on schedule and it's not giving you information. You're not gaining. Let's try another one, see if it gives us a bit more of an example as to what might be available if we join this league. So you've got 3 rounds instead of 7. So people can change the clock rule, 3 minutes, team value unlimited, blah 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 blah. You can click on teams list, it gives you no information. It's so lackluster. This is going to improve. It has to. And when in 9 months' time or whatever it is, when you've got cross-platform and you can have your Xbox, your PlayStation, and your PC, this game has got to be improved dramatically. We'll go to teams. As you can see, I've created a number of teams now. I've created a team for every single race. I've created a few teams for the Blackhawks as well. Have you seen my previous video, my specs of my teams? The Blackhawk team, I lost my customization from the free customizations. Well, they weren't free because I paid extra for the Brutal Edition, but they've disappeared. They've still not come back. So I cannot put my customizations that I paid for onto a team. They're still tied into the game somewhere. They're not available unless you go to the shop. Now, if I just click on to the original Black Hawk team and the troll, who can gain all of his customizations, and then I go to customization on that player, you can see there none of one. Now if there was one available, it'd say one of one, so it's saying basically I've got this customization on the player right now and I haven't. It's disappeared. It's in the where are you now bracket, and if I click onto the take the customization option, it's telling me it's already equipped on another player and you can remove it, but it doesn't tell you how. And then it also tells you can go to the shop and buy it again, and there's fuck all chance of that happening, I tell you now. So I've got a big gripe, a lot of problems with this shop, and I think a lot of players have. You can go to races, you can change it all for the different race types. So we'll just go to that, we'll go to Black Hawk, and here you can see now your customization for the head. Now this was the customization for the Black Hawk, for which you have 6 players and you only got one of these. Now your standard upgrade is going to cost you 75 for your fucking warp stone. Now this one that I paid for with the brutal edition, it's costing you 95, and its rarity is rare. So this fucker, there's rarity on this. So you've got epic after that, and then you've got legendary. What are they going to be charging for that? Now I've seen some items on some of the players and it's a disgrace. Some of these items don't cost you 95 or 75, which is a piss take in itself. They cost you 750. 750 to purchase. So this is going to be your fucking epic and legendary, isn't it? And oh my days. Right, let's go off the shop. Oh, here's your warp stone. So you can see here, for 40 fucking quid, 6,500 warp stone. What is that realistically going to get you? Bearing you can only use this item on one of your players. Someone has told me that, thank you for that comment by the way, someone has told me that they are going to be changing it so when you purchase an item you can spread it through the team. But even so, even still, can you reuse it? Do you never have to buy that item again? But even still, it's, I mean, what are you going to do with 200 two upgrades? So you can get 2 arms and maybe 2 shoulder pads and it's gone. And it's just cost you £1.69. I'm sure the 69 is just a play on the sexiest number, because it's not sexy at all. It's just shocking what they're doing there. And well, we'll get out of the shop, spend enough time going over that. So I could create my own league. There's absolutely no point. There's 200 bloody pages of them. Spanish leagues. Again, what does any of this do? And then you've got 98 pages now of other leagues. So we've got to a community page, gives us competitions. Let's just click on Bert. Great name, like Bert. So we'll click on Bert. I had a troll called Bert once. Bert and Ernie. 2 members are in this. Don't require a password, and you can register. Now you've got. I might join Bert's league. You know, he deserves a third player, doesn't it? 98 pages of this. So you're going to have to click on each one to try and find something worth your time. Going through all these. People trying to get something going, trying to get some sort of competition going. I mean, season 1 competition, season 1 sounds good. 3 members. You're relying on these guys being online, being friends with them, or becoming friends with them. And then maybe you can have a bit of fun, but it's not like just clicking onto a league, getting in the game, is it? It's hard work. So I'll take you back to home page. As you can see, I've spent some of my Warpstone. I have actually gone to teams. I have actually spent some money on a couple of players. I wish I hadn't. I wish I just kept hold of it. So maybe it'll bring out better stuff in the future. But if you look at the top blocker there, he's got no helmet. He's got kind of a fur effect, and then the one below him, he's got the basic. So that's your upgrade. That costs you 75. Your fucking Warpstone for that head change. So I'm not going to do it again. I can't put it on all these guys. And then you've got blitzers, so you can see the guy there has got like the basic helmet, and then this guy's got like a artifact. That was 75. And then I put this helmet on the thrower from the basic. That was 75. And I might have done something else. I can't even remember, but I thought I might just change this team. This team I was using in the campaign, so I thought I'll mix it up, make it a bit more fun, and then you realise you've got to spend so much of that Warpstone just to get this team looking anywhere remotely like you want it to. It's just not worth it. The shop is a complete and total disaster, waste of time, in my opinion. We'll go to back out of there. This is just stuff, going over quickly, stuff that I've learned from spending a little bit of time trying to get used to it. So we'll click on to the best way to find an online game through your home page. So we'll click on to the Nurgle team that created Rotten Tomatoes. And if I want to play a game here, obviously I search for an opponent. But if you go to teams list, it doesn't give you any information. You don't know who you can be playing against. You go to my registered teams. Now, if you create a team and you want to play online, this is where you go. You go to this quick pre-season match, and then you go to your teams. As you can see here down the bottom now, it's got a little icon as to the standing of these teams. Now, I've entered all these teams into this online pre-season quick match, and there's only Nurgle that have played up to now. So you can see the league positions, and I'm 2,110. So that's give you an idea how many teams are actually how many people are actually trying to play this game. It's not many, is it? If you think about it. I mean, I've registered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams up to now. So if I've done that, and other people have done that, how many people are actually on this game? How many people are trying to find matches? This isn't a brand new game. This is on a brand new system, brand new platform. It's all right. You can probably get it on the PS4 as well, or your Xbox One, etc., etc. But until there's cross-platform gaming and everyone can play everyone else, which is near enough a year down the line, I think this number's going to go down. I can't see this increasing unless they bring in competitions that are worthwhile, worth your time and effort. I mean, I don't even know. If I click onto this, it doesn't do anything. Okay. So I can see I'm now 180th place out of 2,110 standings with this team. So I've been doing okay with this team. Nurgle, a terrible starting team, but for some reason these guys have had it. They've been on it. And I've played really well. But here you go, registered teams. So if I want to register a new team, I just go down to this option. And here it shows you the teams here that I can register. So you've got an Old World Alliance team, I've got an Imperial Nobility team, and I've got my brand new Black Orc team. I go to the next page, I've also got an Elven Union team that I can register to play in this competition. So we've not got one of these guys in. I like to try out Imperial Nobility, to be fair. So we'll enter them into it. So we'll click on them there. You can only do one of these. You can't select every single one that you want to register. Oh, come on, what day and age is this? So you have to do them all separately. Go to register team, confirm it. And then that team's registered. It'll add an extra little icon down here at the bottom. This is so poor. What's going on? Half of the icon has disappeared. So why is this done like this? I mean, it really is bad, isn't it? If you look at it, it really is bad. This doesn't really do anything, does it? Description. Cyanide. Taking the piss. Creator. Description. Absolute bollocks. Mission 3. Competitive clock room. So you've got 2-minute games. You've obviously got your extra clock counter, so if you run out of time, you can eat away at that slightly. I found the gameplay to be okay. I've had one game glitch up to now where it froze, whereas in the campaign that was happening all the time when I went into the menu. But on the online game, I didn't press pause. I didn't even try because I didn't want to risk the game freezing. So that's another thing. So you'd go on to click for an opponent, search for an opponent there, and I get another game. One last thing, if I go into my teams now, I've played the campaign with this team. No, it's not. It's... Where are you? Ghetto Gangster Boys. So I tried to register them, but I don't think you can because they're already at a high team value. So I played through the campaign. Now this team's void. Unless I join one of them absolute wank competitions with about 1 to 3 people in and hope to get a match. This team's it's nil. It's void. It's I can't enter anything with it. I actually went out of. Here we go. I reset all of these because it does tell you what teams played in it. So I reset all of these. So I can do the campaign again with another team. But what's the point when you only get a few computer games and then you can't use that team again? So you get to 1600 or so team value and then you can't do anything with them. As I was going over before, Rotten Tomatoes. Now, if I can bring the clicking between and the joypad and doesn't go over quite well as I'd like, but we finally get there, so we'll go on the Nurgle team. This is my team as it stands. I picked up a few skills, so this Nurgle team still relying on luck quite a significant amount, but where's the information on this team? I know I'm in a competition, I can see that down at the bottom left. I can go through my players, I can see that. Now, a couple of these players have picked up almost like a niggling injury. You can't see that on your team list. And there's one of the upgrades for the Beast of Nurgle. Yeah, he gets that horny face kind of thing. So I've put a few on my Nurgle team as well. I have been playing them, so I thought, why the hell not? So we go to... No, where do we go? Sustained casualties. So we'll try to get to that. So you can see this guy's got a serious injury, which is +1 applied for all future casualty rolls. This player will miss the next game. Now, he's already done that. So that shouldn't even be there anymore. So it should just be +1 applied for all future casualty rolls. But if we go back, how do you know he's got a serious injury? Is there somewhere where it's highlighted? Because if you look at the caricature, you can see there this guy's got a broken arm or something along them lines, so his passing's worse, but it doesn't affect him, so he's still 6+, but it's gone red. But if I'm playing an opponent, how do I know that opponent's got a serious injury if nothing sort of highlights that over the icon? And the other thing is, where's my team record? I can recruit stuff, I can customize stuff, I can set formations, I can go over these, delete the team, where is there any information? I cannot see the record for my team in the pre-season quick match. I cannot tell you how many games I've played. See a history list of the people I've played and the type of teams I've played. the opponents have played, who was a good opponent, who was, you know, maybe a new player who gave me a bit of jip, who didn't. All that information. Don't you think we might require that? Don't you think it might be something that you require in a league? You want to know your win-loss record. Is this another thing? Is this to try and not make players upset because they've played 20 games and lost 19, drawn one? Is that why you can't look at this type of information? Or an opponent's, maybe you'd see an opponent's win-loss ratio with a certain race or a certain team. Is this information coming to us? Anyway, I'll leave it there. Gone over quite a bit. That's what I've picked up on the game up to now. I hope it gives you a bit more of an idea on Blood Bowl 3, how it stands on the PS5. I can't say this is exactly the same on the PC or Xbox, but I've given you a bit more insight, a little bit more of what I picked up. I hope it helps. And take care, peace out, and chill. Bye.